Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today for the video I wanted to take you through a flip through of all of the entries that I journaled in my Bible through the month of December. I was super sick through most of December, so I didn't get as many videos up as I wanted, but I was still kind of journaling here and there, so I wanted to show you those entries that maybe didn't show up on Instagram or on my channel. If I have video processes for any of these pages, then I will be sure to link those down below or in the cards in the top right hand corner so you can check that out. So these are in no particular order. I'm just going to flip through from the beginning to the end, and it's kind of a mixture of things. So some of them are assignments that I have for companies that I work with. Some of them are just time that I took to jump in and do some journaling. So this one here was a fairly recent entry using some new products from the Letter It collection by Ranger. And so I created a little tip in here where I could do some private journaling behind. And this one here is for Genesis 2, verses 23 through 24. I just did some fun techniques using embossing powder and perfect pearls. There is a video, so be sure to go check that one out for this. And this is one of my favorite pictures of my husband and I, so I'm sure to put that one in there. This one is using the December kit from Creative Retreat Kits. This is for Psalm 100. And was using some Distress Oxide inks and the stickers and things from the kit. And one thing I've been doing a lot in this Bible is leaving myself plenty of room to either journal information from the devotional I was working in, or a prayer, or notes, or things like that. So a lot of my entries have kind of become less art and more room for journaling, and I think you'll kind of notice that. One neat thing is I applied some Nuvo crystal drops in the morning dew to these heart stickers to kind of make them look like faux enamel hearts. That's something I've had a lot of fun doing. So there is a video for this. I will link it down below for you. This is another entry using the December Creative Retreat Faith Art box. It was kind of fun because the colors for the December kit were totally different than like the Illustrated Faith products and things like that. So it's kind of fun to change it up and use some different colors on some of these entries. This was some heat embossing using some more Distress Oxide inks. And things like that. This is in Psalm 118 verses 1 through 4, I believe. So there is that, and I will link the video for that one. This one here, I don't know that I ever shared anywhere. This was just kind of my own process here. I began working through the Illustrated Faith Advent devotional kit, and this is for Isaiah 9:6, using some elements from the kit, some elements from the Advent collection, and using some printables from the Illustrated Faith shop printed on clear transparency sheets, or clear label paper, sorry. This was something I did a lot of this month because I was so sick. It was so easy just to be able to cut out some elements, slap them on the page, and call it good. So you can see here I used one of the little ornaments from the kit to do my journaling there. And on some of the entries, I had intended on doing all of my December entries tabbed on the side, but that didn't happen. But some of them are tabbed on the side there. This entry was working through the By the Well for God Adore Him devotional kit. I have an unboxing. It is sold out, I believe, but if it is not, I will link it down below. This is for Isaiah 53 verse 5, using some elements from that kit. They also include some clear stickers, which are very similar to like printing out printables on clear label paper, so that was really fun. I also incorporated some older pieces from Creative Retreat Kits, and then some stamps from the Advent collection from Illustrated Faith. So it was fun to kind of mix and match products from all the different companies and kind of squish them together in my entries here. This one I didn't do really any journaling, just a quick little entry there after my studying. This one here was using some of the new printables from Sunshine Stamp Co. Sunshine Stamp Co. is a company I've worked with for about a year now, and instead of doing stamps, they're kind of rolling into doing digital content. So I thought I would do some entries using their new products. I printed them out on clear label paper, and there is a process video for this one. So these pages come together very, very quickly when you use the printables on clear label paper. So that was really fun. This one is in Micah. It's probably 5-2, or maybe just all of chapter 5. I need to go back and mark that. This one here I also have a video for using some of the printables from Sunshine Stamp Co. I also did some foiling on some wood veneer pieces, did some journaling. This one is for Habakkuk 3:17. So really, really love this entry. It was really pretty, really fun to play with. Again, these are printed on clear label paper. This one was using some of the printables from Illustrated Faith. This is for Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. This may have been either from the devotional or just the suggested verses that come with the printables. I can't remember, but I just sketched out a little branch and then hung those printed stockings from there, did some journaling. I love Shauna Noel's printables. She has some really, really cute pieces. I love the colors and just her style of drawing, and so I try to use those quite a bit this month. And I did tab it on the side there. This one here is Matthew chapter 2, verse 10, again using some Shauna Noel printables. This is one of the verses that was on her printable sheet. If you're not familiar with the printables from Illustrated Faith, they are awesome. You can print them out on whatever medium you want, and now they include suggested verses on the collections. So if you're just wanting to kind of jump in and spend some time in your Bible and use those products, that's a great way to do it. Just did a little prayer journaling there, some stamping with my big brush markers. I did drop my stamp, but that's okay. I got to use those paintbrush highlighters for the first time. That was really fun, and so that was a really quick page to put together. This one here was using, I think I was working through the Adore Him devotional kit from By the Well for God, and I did incorporate some stamps from the Illustrated Faith devotional kit and then some stamps from By the Well. This is in Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, and just did some stamping, and I inked up my stamps with my Faber-Castell big brush markers and created this kind of wreath effect here, and that came together really quickly and had a really pretty entry there. This one here was for Sunshine Stamp Co. and using some of their alpha stamps and a little doily here, and did some journaling, and this is in Luke chapter 12, verses 22 through 34, about not being anxious. I did some background here with some Distress Oxide inks, and then just a little prayer. There is a video for this one, so I will link that for you. This one here was super popular over on my Instagram. I do have a process video for this one. This was working through the Advent devotional from Illustrated Faith and creating this kind of little flat piece here and incorporating some really fun dimensional elements and things like that. So this was a really fun piece to do here, and this is in John chapter 12. I will link that video down below so you can check that out. Let's see here. This one was working through the By the Well for God Adore Him devotional kit, and I just used some of the watercolors that come with the kit. If you're not familiar with those kits, I will link the unboxing down below so you can at least see what comes in the kits. And they come with these little swatch cards that have watercolors on them, so I did go ahead and use some of those, some of the die cut pieces, clear stickers, and then just use my brush markers to make some little marks. This came together super quickly. This is in Romans chapter 8, I believe. I was really bad about highlighting my verses this last month. Like I said, I was super sick and was just trying to get in here, and most of these pages I hadn't even intended on showing, and so they were kind of just for me. Here in 2 Corinthians is an entry using some more printables from Illustrated Faith on clear label paper, some washi tape. There were these fun pieces, I think these are from Salted Brew, that had these like verse highlighters. So they have this little clear space that you can see the verse through. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 14 and 15. Talking about God's gift. So that was super fun. And then my last entry here is in Philippians chapter 2, verses 9 through 11. And this is using these super cute printables from Elaine Davis and some brush markers and some washi tape and things like that. This was a really fun entry to do with a little prayer there. And so that is it for my entries for December. I hope you were kind of inspired by some of the things that I did. I did do about 15 entries throughout the month, so that's about every other day, even with not feeling all that great. So I hope that was fun to look at. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down in the comments down below. Check out the description box. I'll have links to the videos down there, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.